So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is to get your current affairs prepared through MCQs because MCQ practice is very important if you're serious about prelims examination. Now, 4 to 5 MCQs on a daily basis might seem like little effort, but if covered on a daily basis, these 4 to 5 MCQs would add up to become 1200 MCQs. And these 1200 MCQs would be from current affairs alone. I'm not talking about static subjects like polity, geography, history, because for that we'll have separate MCQ series. This just covers current affairs, and 1200 MCQs from current affairs are more than sufficient. So make sure you make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. It should be a daily habit of yours. All right, enough of the introduction. Let's straight away jump into the lecture, starting with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding sovereign gold bond scheme. These are debt securities issued by RBI on behalf of Government of India. The tenure of these bonds is 8 years with exit option only in 7th and 8th year. The interest on these bonds is 2.5% per annum credited to the investor bank accounts semi-annually. Okay. Now look, generally people buy gold for investment purposes, right? They think that buying gold now would make sense investment wise because in future the prices of gold would rise, and in case they need money they can sell that gold and earn a profit, right? Now the government of India came out with a scheme called sovereign gold bond scheme. Under this scheme, you don't have to physically buy gold. You can buy a piece of paper. It would be written 1 gram on that piece of paper, and the price of that piece of paper would be equivalent to the price of 1 gram of gold. Okay. Now, in future, if the price of gold increases, so does the price of this piece of paper. So, in a sense, you are buying gold, but you're not actually buying physical gold. Okay. So, you get all the benefits of investing in gold, but you don't have to actually buy gold. Now, these are called sovereign gold bonds, and these are issued by RBI on behalf of government. Okay, so the money that is raised by these bonds, so the money you give to buy these bonds are taken by government to finance social sector schemes. Okay, now the tenure of these bonds is 8 years, but you can sell these bonds after 5th year, 6th year, 7th year, and 8th year. Okay, so this is correct, this is false. Plus, another advantage of investing in sovereign gold bonds rather than physical gold is that on physical gold you don't earn any interest. But if you buy sovereign gold bonds, the government of India will give 2.5% interest rate per annum. Okay, per annum into your bank account, and that would be credited semi annually. So, this is correct. All right. So, only to B. Question number 2. Which of the following can be regarded as the benefit of keeping a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Recently, Donald Trump said that USA will keep a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So it can provide some degree of control over the crypto markets, especially with respect to price. A country with strategic Bitcoin reserve can finance its deficit through future capital gains. Unlike most other commodities, Bitcoin has high intrinsic value and thus can be crucial component to a country's real economy. Now the thing is that USA is talking about keeping a strategic reserve of Bitcoin. So it will buy lots of Bitcoin and store it as a buffer, as a reserve. Now, keeping Bitcoin reserve would really help you to dominate over the crypto markets because you can control the price of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin especially. How? If you think the price has fallen too low, you'll start to buy Bitcoin. So the demand for Bitcoin would increase, prices would increase. If you think the price are too high, you can start selling from your reserve. This would reduce demand and prices would decline. So you can control the price of Bitcoin if you have a big, large Bitcoin reserve. So this is correct. Now, the prices of Bitcoin generally increases. So if you buy Bitcoin now, you will stand to gain a lot in future. So if a country keeps a Bitcoin reserve, it would also gain a lot when the price of Bitcoin would increase. That is called capital gain. So this is also correct. Now, the problem with Bitcoin's strategic reserve is that Bitcoin has no internal value, intrinsic value. Okay, it's just a cryptocurrency, not even a physical thing. So it has high intrinsic value? No, it has zero intrinsic value. And can be a crucial component to a country's real economy? No, because it isn't used anywhere. It is just used for investment purposes. So this is false. All right. And the answer is 1 and 2 only. Okay. Question 3. Which of the following is our correct regarding barley? It is a cereal grain crop that is mostly grown in India during the Kharif season. The earliest evidence of barley domestication comes from Mesopotamia at around 9000 BCE. Barley is less tolerant to adverse weather conditions as compared to wheat and rice. Okay. Now, barley is a cereal crop and it is mostly grown in India during Rabi season. It is a winter crop. That is why it is not grown in tropical regions but temperate regions. So it's not Kharif, Rabi crop. Okay. Now, the earliest evidence of domestication of barley by humans was found in Mesopotamia during 9000 BC, the region of Iraq, the current Iraq. Okay, so this is correct. Now, recently, a group of scientists have advised farmers from Punjab to grow barley instead of wheat. Why? Because barley can grow in less water, poor soil conditions. It is more tolerant to bad weather conditions, but wheat and rice are not. So it is not less tolerant, more tolerant to that. So only to C. And last, consider the following statements regarding Kuwait. It lies at the northern edge of Persian Gulf and is bordered by Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. It has the sixth largest oil reserves globally. Like the other Arab states of Gulf region, Kuwait is an emirate ruled by the royal family of Al Sabah. Gulf Cooperation Council, an organization of 6 Gulf countries, was formed in Kuwait in 1981. Okay. The reason why Kuwait was in the news, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Kuwait on December 21st, 22nd, making a historic visit because in the past 43 years, no Indian PM has visited Kuwait. Now, Kuwait, as far as geographical location of Kuwait is concerned, it lies at the northern edge of Persian Gulf, but it is not bordered by Iran, just Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Okay, it has the sixth largest oil reserves globally, absolutely correct. Like other Arab states of the Gulf region, it is also a monarchy. It is an emirati. Okay, ruled by royal family of Al Sabah, absolutely correct. Okay. Now, Kuwait is a member of Gulf Cooperation Council. Gulf Cooperation Council is a political and economic alliance of Gulf countries, 6 Gulf countries. Okay. Now, Gulf Cooperation Council was formed in 1981 and it was formed in Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia. It was not formed in Kuwait, it was formed in Riyadh. And its current headquarters are also in Riyadh. So this is false. 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is C. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation, but it would add more value if you revise this lecture also. And what do I mean by revision? You need to take a look at the detailed written explanation of each and every MCQ discussed above. Okay, just go through the explanation, written explanation of these MCQs. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes, but it will help you remember these MCQs for longer periods of time. It would be retained. These would be retained in your memory. Okay. Now you can revise these current affairs MCQs from our notes, and these notes shall be shared on our Telegram channel. Where can you find our Telegram channel? Well, just below this video in the comment section, you'll find a link. Just click on that link. It will take you to our Telegram channel, and from there you can download the notes and spend the necessary 5 to 10 minutes revising this lecture. All right. On that note, I'll be signing off. Thank you so much, everyone.